Little local resident just swimming across the river there then, little platypus. I just had a follow. I'm back in the mere in the river anyway, guys, and it's what now, it's just gone just on nearly 10 past 7. I've been in the river for about 3 or 4 minutes. Got a March brown bug on, so I just had a trout follow it from the riverbank over there, but he just had a 4 or 5 inches back off the back of the lure there, and then got in a bit close and turned and took off on me. So, I don't know what sort of a day it's going to be. It's overcast at the moment, especially 24 in Sheffield today, but it's probably about 22 over here. About 11 degrees now. There's a little trout just jumped in front of us there then. And yeah, water temp's nice and cool. River's up about 4 inches from last time I fished up through here, so we'll see how we go. I've come up along this, working outside the river there. I've had 3 different places I've had trout follow the lure, but they're just sitting back off. There's no aggression in it at the moment. And one of my problems is that green cotton-like algae is in the river, and it's yeah, I'm having fouling up problems on the spinners. Hard body would be a waste of time, a hard body in this sort of water here at the moment. So I'm just stick with the meps with the bug. Might try a Adrian moose noir, and yeah, we'll just chop and change and try a few different lures here today. Well, it's nice and overcast, for that sun burns the cloud off. Right, I just got our first little brown. Nothing big, nice, it's just a little fat plumpy. And he's taken straight there behind that boulder, just straight ahead of me, and nothing real big. But anyway, first on the board in 15 minutes, we've got our first fish. So I'll put him in the net and I'll just take a photo of him and send him on his way. There you go. Once I had him in the net, out popped the lure. This is how, God, how many times that's happened. That's why I lose so many fish when I'm messing around getting the camera out sometimes. Right, we're working all this right hand side of the river going up here. It's one of my favourite stretches of the water. It used to really give up heaps of fish, but I think the best I've done up here this year is 10, I think, or 8, something like that. Another little tacker. Taking a while. Good 20 minutes since the last one. And that was just cast straight up here. I don't know how many times I've come up here and cast straight up this little part of water I'm standing in now. Brought it back down and caught a little trout in it. And yeah, this little fella's taking it. So we'll get him off. Right about there. Go back. This little trout, he's chased this lure on three casts I've had in here, and he's chased it every time. And then I just let it drift back with this bit of fast flow here, and he just come up and grabbed hold of it. So, that little bugger. They're the same size as the others, I think. Yeah, we'll get him off and send him on his way. Another little tacker. Just put him up off that little flat water there, where that undercut is on that river bank. There's a bit of hard, fast water running that side of it there, and he was just sitting in that little flat water. He followed it down and tap and bang, got him. Yeah, there, he's only a little bugger. Beautiful coloured red spots on him though. Alright, 4 trout now, only little tackers, it's a pain in the butt, but hopefully I might get a couple of decent ones further I go up. Right, I'm done here. Just those 4 trout. Nothing else up through here. I was going to go on further, and I thought, I'm going to hurt myself, so I got out the river and climbed up the river bank and made my way back up here to the road and head back to the car. And, will I go fast forward or will I head to Regina, the Mersey River? That I'll decide when I'll walk back. Just come down through that bush, and I'm just going to move up through, fish my way up through here. It's a stretch of river here. It's only probably or half a con the river. There you go, very first cast. Straight up the stream to near that river bank. This fella's come out and grabbed it. And I'll be buggered. I wasn't expecting that. Yeah, nice talented little fat fella too. Sun's starting to hit the water now, but there's trout jumping up further. I've had 3 hits, 1 hook up, and since I've left that other fish go, and yeah, it didn't land the other one, they spat it. So they're all little fish, but they're here. There's another one. Straight up where I saw that one jump, I've just flicked it up into there, and this one was the same one, I don't know, but anyway, this one's come and grabbed hold of it. So we'll get him off and send him on his way. It's not bad, it's even half a dozen for the day. I'm pretty happy with that, I wasn't even expecting that many. We'll get him off anyway. Alright, so I'll just get out the river and I've come down probably about 400 metres, maybe 300. Anyway, and I've got back in the river. I'm going to fish my way back from here. This river all along here, I used to fish beautiful back in my, in the years of when I used to fish it up here. By here I got some beautiful fish here. There we go, finally got one. After losing the last 3 in a row, I've got one. That was taken off that other river. I moved up a bit and I've moved out in the middle into, I had the shade on me a minute ago. And I flicked it in over to that river bank. I watched him come out behind it and take it. Come up behind it. I just twisted right a bit and then I just watched him grab hold of it. He's not a big one, but he's a nice little fish. They'll get him off and send him on his way. Alright, he's on his way, and the good thing about being up here, I'm about 6 kilometres upstream from where I just fished earlier, where it was all green algae. Up here, there's no green algae on the rocks. That's another little fella. I got him off that other riverbank there. And they said he'd only a couple of turns of the reel hand and he grabbed hold of it. I just hooked and lost one here on the shallow side here, come out of that shade here, come out into the sun to take the lure as it came down and grabbed hold of it, but lost him. But anyway, we'll get this little tacker off, get him on his way. Right up, Rocky. There you go, you're gone. Much better fish. What I've done, I noticed the trout was just starting to follow the March brown. Now they are full sun, clear water, and they're mainly hiding in the shade now. Some are up hard on the riverbank. And I thought I'll put a brand new stonefly bug spear on, a black one, it's a black colour. I thought it might have a better effect in this sort of water. And 2 casts with it. In that shaded side on the other side of the river, and this lovely solid brown here. Just come out and grab hold of it. I'll just get him in the net if he don't throw the hook. I'll just turn this off a bit while I get him in the net. Yeah, so he's good to go. He just took off an arrow too. Can you see which way he went? Oh, that's good. So I'll stick with the stonefly now from here on till I get back to the car. Alright, I'm back up to where I got out the river and before I headed downstream again. I just took one there and bloody thing jumped all over the place and tossed the spinner. So, another nice little fat one. I can't see that sun glare, but I'm getting over in this shallow side. There he goes. Nice little fat fella. I took the other stonefly off. I don't know, it just wasn't working. Something wasn't going right with the blade on it. So the bugger, I missed 2 fish on it. So I took it off and put another one on. And, first cast with it straight up the river here to my right, to the right side of that fast water, and this little fat fella grabbed it first up, so we'll get him off. That's number 10 too, by the way. Got another one that's same pulled out, here it is. Nice little fat fish. Bring him up here. This would be a lot of these ones here all been legal. Not like them other ones I got down further, they're all small fish. But these aren't big, but they're still a legal size fish if you want to keep it, which I don't do anyway. But anyway, we'll get this little fella off and scooter him off. Ah, Bobby. Anyway, he's gone. Turned out before I had a chance to take my hand off him. Well, I've just lost the last 2 trout in a row here. So what I've done, with this one being another new stonefly, I've not only have I put the trebles off centre, I also turned the hooks right in now, and that's to so when they do take it, they won't throw the hook as easy. I'm on the home stretch here now. Once I get back up to the bridge, up past under the bridge, I'm up and out, and the car's just up there to my right, and that's it. My day will be done. What is it now? 5 to 12. 11 trout caught. I was hoping to get a dozen. I lost the last 2. I wouldn't even care if I got stuck on 13 today. Anyway, I'm happy with it. I've already reached double figures, so it's made me day anyway. I didn't look like I was even going to go that close, and yeah, that's the way it goes. It's been a good day. Right, another little tacker. Just talking, it's casting and drifting here. Finally got one out of 4. We'll get him off, and only a little bugger. And the turning hooks worked anyway. I'll just get him off and send him on his way. Right, there's another one here. I haven't moved, just let one go. Next cast out there, drifting, and bang. This fella's grabbed hold of it. So get him in the knees. Only just hooked in that George. Only just hooked, I think, this fella. So we'll get him in and send him on his way. So cheerio. Right, he's gone. Just hit the record button. I was getting my camera out of my vest. Alright, I just cast straight up ahead of me there and just brought the lure back down, and this little fella grabbed hold of it. I tell you what, they're not big fish, even the ones that are legal size, they're only just legal and just over. They are fat. They are just so well conditioned. I can't believe how well conditioned they are. But then, I suppose the amount of rain we've had very wet winter and spring, and yeah, plenty of feed around. Well, turning those treble hooks in and off centre certainly pay dividends. Another little fat one. Number 15. Now it was caught in a little pocket of water right by that riverbank. I was coming up here, I thought, it's got to have a fish in it, that. And yeah, threw it in there, bang, grabbed it straight up. Right, this is just short and sweet. 15 trout caught from 22 hookups. Top day in the river. I've got to make it short because there's a bloody great water pump station there next to me there for irrigating. Yeah, so it was a good day, you know, good choice to, after getting them 4 to come here and not go elsewhere. So yeah, very happy with how it turned out, and the March bound stonefly bug spinners were the lures that did the job today. So till next time guys, tight lines.